Basically, it goes like this. There are yuppies who wear sweaters a certain way. They tie them in the front. They play tennis and golf and badminton and polo and some will play rugby if they're kind of the more a little bit rougher kind of yuppies and Europeans. And that's fine. But you have to understand that these people are used to trying to make themselves look good and bragging to their rich friends. Oh, the Prince of Wales is quite the athlete, and you know. So there's a long history of these people trying to make themselves look good and making sure white people have nice trainers and nice gyms. That's the culture of masonry. Masonry is the culture of yuppies and yuppies having their way where they shouldn't. That is one of the best ways to describe it, because it's not the root of all evil, but it's certainly one of the major, distributors of evil and evil philosophies. But it's not like the main enemy of humanity. But it's part of the bigger Babylon system and secret society structure. Okay, it is how much of bourgeoisie and sometimes even working class yuppies come together, and it's fine. It's like, working class yuppie is a contradiction, but bear with me for a second. Okay, what I mean by that is that they've taken on yuppie culture because they're in the same kind of club as these yuppies, and they're kissing up to them, and they think of themselves as better than the people whose groups they're in. Like, some of these people might live even in a trailer park, right? But they think of themselves as, hey, I'm part of this yuppie Masonic culture, and there's different levels of these people, right? So, that's part of why I'm being denied my rightful place. It is this kind of white yuppie culture of trying to make themselves look good, and there's a bunch of Asian yuppies with them, and believe it or not, bear with me, this one's hard. There are black and kind of Hispanic and Islander and Asian. There are yuppies, okay? Tesla Brotherhood, Masonry, Scottish Rite. There's these kind of yuppie, kind of geeky kind of clubs, okay? And they are very influential. That is what's going on here. And there's no conspiracy theory about it. Show me any, when you look at this thing, right, it's not a theory. How is it a theory? That's like saying the KKK used to conspire on black people, and some of them still probably do, or almost certainly do, right? Is that a theory? Or is that no fucking shit? And I'm glad you give them the benefit, and you even consider that you might be wrong. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, right? That's the best way to present it. And that is what it is with how I just described Masonry. Okay? Fucking yuppies. And it's, when you really look carefully at all these gang members and stuff and all these people, look at them and ask yourself, which among them are these kind of secret society kind of guys who think in that way more than the other ones? Who are the guys kind of pushing these ideas subtly and quote unquote putting people up on game, right? And spitting knowledge and street knowledge and giving variations of Masonic knowledge in a way that is palatable and readily consumable by the Negro population, for instance, if you get my drift, or the gang population in a certain part of town or a certain neighborhood. You follow me?